Ty Brennan and Anita Roman.
President Donald Trump holds a rally in Mesa pounding the Democrats, saying they are to blame for America's immigration problems. We'll take a look at what he had to say.
And Democratic gubernatorial candidate David Garcia is getting backing from a top Democrat. Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders will be in Arizona next Tuesday. What you need to know.
Like the sound of that?
Yeah.
The billion-dollar numbers that could make someone a whole lot richer. Was there a winner last night? We'll let you know. Can I just give it away? There wasn't. And now it's up to $1.6 billion.
We need to talk about this because I woke up a little bit sleep deprived, and I always check the news feeds first thing. I swear that I saw someone won, and I thought this has to be a nightmare.
Nope, the AP is reporting nobody won, so now it rolls over $1.6 billion.
And guess what we're doing again after the newscast?
We got to go buy some tickets.
Absolutely.
And it's going to be one of those nice days to get out there and enjoy the weather today. Take a look outside. A beautiful start to the morning. A little cooler than what we've been seeing, or excuse me, a little bit warmer, I should say, than what we've been seeing these past couple of days. 73 degrees is the current temperature. A little breezy out there. We're going to continue to see those breezes throughout the day, getting up to about 90 degrees, which is on par with our seasonal averages. A little bit later on this evening, we do have about a 20% chance of rain, even better chance seeing some rain maybe tomorrow. We'll break it all down for you when we get to your full forecast in just a few minutes. All right, on to our top story. President Trump preparing to depart Phoenix this morning around 9 o'clock for Nevada. This after a rally in Mesa last night ahead of the midterm elections.
Oh, the president stumping for Republican and U.S. Senate candidate Martha McSally. And during the event last night, President Trump blamed Democrats for America's immigration problems. Take a look. The rally held at Mesa Gateway Airport started just around 6:30 p.m. During his speech, Mr. Trump said the new platform of the Democratic Party is, quote, radical socialism and open borders. He went on to say the Democrats are inviting millions of illegal aliens to break our laws, violate our borders, and overwhelm our nation.
Anybody that votes for a Democrat now is crazy. When you look at what's coming up, crazy. Gotta be crazy. The Democrats don't care about what their extremist immigration agenda will do to your communities, your hospitals. How about your hospitals? They're being overrun. Your schools. California, they want to give you free education, free health care, open borders. I mean, we're going to have 10 million people move to California. This is the craziest thing. So here's what we do. Let's get these people out of there.
President Trump also pledged to end what is called chain migration, where one person immigrates and then brings their entire extended family into the country. Well, the turnout at last night's rally was huge. Several thousand people were able to get tickets, but getting tickets wasn't the problem. Getting into the event, however, was.
Yeah, only about 4,000 people were actually allowed to go inside. So take a look. This was the scene yesterday afternoon before those doors opened. A lot of people waiting, the line stretching nearly a mile. Supporters were allowed to start lining up at 6 a.m. yesterday morning, but supporters say they didn't really mind the wait.
I'm excited that he comes back here to be with the faithful. Arizona's been a pretty loyal Republican state over the years, and I'm seeing friends of mine who have been Democrats, including my sweetheart Peggy, who's now a Trump supporter.
Love it.
We're here to support the greatest president the United States has ever had. We were at the first rally in Phoenix, and we toughed the pepper spray and everything else, and we are back for the second rally.
While there were plenty of supporters in and around that hangar in Mesa, there were a number of protesters outside holding signs, shouting back and forth with President's supporters. Mesa police telling Fox 10 moments ago that despite the large crowds, everything remained peaceful at the rally and that they have made no arrests.
Well, before heading to Mesa, the president paid a visit to Luke Air Force Base, where he was greeted by military personnel and Congresswoman Martha McSally. The president took part in a defense capability tour before sitting down for a roundtable discussion with defense industry executives and local business leaders. The commander-in-chief also addressing the latest news regarding the death of journalist Jamal Khashoggi.
Saudi Arabia has been a great ally, but what happened is unacceptable. We are going to see they've arrested, just for the people at the table, a large number of people having to do with the event that took place in Turkey and the consulate, the Saudi consulate. And it's a big first step. It's only a first step, but it's a big first step.
Saudi Arabia now says Khashoggi was likely killed during a fight inside the Saudi consulate in Istanbul, Turkey. Coming up in our next half hour, we take a deeper look into that ongoing investigation. Well, President's visit isn't the only thing getting attention this morning.
Now we're talking about Air Force One at Sky Harbor. It's been there since the president flew in about 9:30 Thursday night. People from all over the valley, really from neighboring states, have stopped by Sky Harbor to get a glimpse of the plane. It is considered one of the most recognizable symbols of the presidency. The Flying Oval Office has 4,000 square feet of floor space on 3 levels and can carry about 100 people. The aircraft can fly as high as 45,000 feet.
It is a beautiful plane, isn't it?
It is, and it has the presidential seal right there. You really can't mistake it. A lot of people were heading out just to take selfies and photos of the plane itself.
Pretty cool. All right, well, nearly all of us have wondered, what is it really like to be on board Air Force One? And now you can finally find out for yourself. Something called the Air Force One Experience is being held at the National Harbor in Washington, D.C. A full-size Boeing 747 has been built to look and feel as much like the real Air Force One as possible. How cool is this?
Yeah.
The exhibit opened yesterday morning for a limited time run.
That would be worth a trip.
That's what I was just going to say. I got to book a trip to D.C. to take a look at that. Pretty cool.
More politics for you this morning. The race for the U.S. Senate seat that is being vacated by Jeff Flake. He is retiring, highly contested. Both candidates are working hard, and that includes Martha McSally's Democratic opponent, Kyrsten Sinema. She spent yesterday giving back.
Yeah, Sinema taking some time to volunteer at a local food bank alongside a group of veterans. She filled bags and cans of food for the Desert Mission Food Bank in the Sunny Slope neighborhood here in the Phoenix area. There, she told reporters that she is laser focused on issues that she believes will matter the most to swing voters. Those are improving health care and protecting Social Security and Medicare.
We believe on our campaign that in addition to fighting hard for the health care benefits and the Social Security and Medicare benefits that Arizonans rely on, we also have to take time to give back to our community, and that's what we're doing today.
Sinema also hosted 2 other Get Out the Vote early events yesterday.
Well, the 2 candidates debated for the first and only time last Monday night. The first post-debate poll is out in the race for the Arizona Senate, and it shows Kyrsten Sinema, the Democrat, leading. The Data Orbital poll shows Sinema has a 5-point edge over Republican Martha McSally. 7% of those polled still undecided. If Democratic turnout is higher than normal, then Sinema's lead grows to 8 points. According to the poll, Sinema has the edge among independent voters as well and is seeing more crossover support than McSally is.
And switching gears to the Democratic gubernatorial candidate, David Garcia. Well, he is getting backing from a top Democrat. Bernie Sanders will be in Arizona on Tuesday for a rally supporting Garcia in the race for governor of Arizona. Sanders and Garcia will be at the University of Arizona for a rally at noon and then make their way to Phoenix for a second rally at ASU's Student Pavilion, that one happening at 5 p.m. on Tuesday.
6:08 this Saturday morning. In other news, and new this morning, a bad accident in the West Valley. A total of 9 people involved in what is being described as a head-on crash.
Yeah, a really bad-looking crash out there. Phoenix Fire Department confirming 7 people were taken to the hospital for serious injuries. It happened right around 8:30 last night in the intersection of 27th Avenue and Indian School Road. Firefighters say 6 people were taken to the hospital for serious injuries, including a 17-year-old girl and a 70-year-old man. A 7th person, a 48-year-old man, is in stable condition in the hospital. 2 others are expected to be okay. That accident is still under investigation as of this morning.
A traffic alert for you this morning. A stretch of the I-17 closed this weekend for pavement work. Here's a live look from our ADOT camera. This is at the Stack. The closure is for the southbound lanes from the I-10 Stack interchange to the I-10 split, which is near Sky Harbor. Northbound I-17 will, however, remain open. So those lanes that are closed will stay closed until tomorrow night. Also new this morning, the day after one of the biggest losses in Arizona Cardinals history. A lot of people reacting to that one, right?
Yeah.
The team fires offensive coordinator Mike McCoy. Well, Thursday's night's rough 4-10 loss on national TV against the Broncos. Too
45 to 10.
What did I say? Oh, 45 to 10.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I was out of town and I missed it. Okay, too much for team management. They say, simply put, He wasn't able to get the best out of talented individuals like David Johnson or Josh Ronson. Quarterbacks coach Brian Leftwich, which is the new offensive coordinator and play caller.
Well, right now, feeling lucky this morning, the Mega Millions is still up for grabs, and it's now the largest jackpot in Mega Millions history.
We were getting ready in the green room, and you said life as we know it would just change.
Well, can you imagine? Like, I feel like that would be a big burden to take on that much money, but I'm willing to try.
I'll take it. If you don't want it, I'll take it. As far as we know, no one has claimed it, so maybe you still have a chance to win over $1 billion now.
$1.6 billion.
$1.6 billion. Wow. So all you have to do is match 6 lucky numbers.
That's all you have to do.
Easy, right? So this is last night's drawing: 15, 23, 53, 65, 70, the Mega Ball 7.
So the big question now is, what do you do with all that money? We asked some of you, our viewers, and here's what you had to say. Pretty interesting.
I'm leaving my car for a bum, and I'm gonna go buy a new car. I'm getting him a car. I'm coming back here. I'm buying everybody in here something.
Take care of my family. Make sure I'm gonna give probably half of it to my mom.
I buy a lot of different cars. Well, I'm not gonna say what I would actually do.
Wow.
What would he actually do?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Well, coming up in 30 minutes, we'll hear more reaction from you, especially on our Facebook page. You still have time to sound off, so let us know what you would do if you won the Mega Millions, $1.6 billion.
Aye, right? And for those of you just waking up, just checking your numbers this morning, if you do end up being the lucky winner, you will take home $565 million. If there's not a winner from last night's drawing, Tuesday's drawing, as Ty just mentioned, could potentially reach, maybe even exceed $1.6 billion, tying the largest jackpot in history.
And don't forget, there's also a Powerball drawing tonight.
I feel like I have a better chance.
I don't know,
at the Powerball.
That one sits at $430 million. The highest Powerball prize ever was $1.6 billion. It was won by 3 lucky ticket holders in January of 2016. And in case you're wondering,
don't ruin it.
We always ruin it.
Oh,
the odds of winning, they're not good. They're not good at all.
You're not even going to go through the numbers?
No.
You just need to know it's not that good.
It's not good.
But somebody is inevitably going to win.
Someone's got to win, right?
All right, coming up in some national news, people in Texas continue to cope with flooding and the cleanup that comes with all the wicked weather they're experiencing there. We're going to have more on the heavy rains that hit most parts of the state.
But first, the Valley is known for its citrus fruits, but there is so much more to picking the perfect citrus. We'll have more coming up after the break.